The Falcons are one win away from clinching the NFC South title, and what better way to do it than on center stage and here at home as they host the 1-10-1 Lions here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium on Thursday night. Lions opening drive and facing 2nd and 13. Deion Jones flattens Matthew Stafford for the sack, and the loss of 6 on Jones' 7th sack of the year leads to a Lions punt. So Falcons turn, but it's the same story as Ray Gilbert fakes the give, drifts to his left, and is taken down by Mike Daniels for the sack. 2 plays later, 3rd and 7, where Gilbert stands in and finds McCole Hardman for 8 yards to convert and move the chains again as 2 plays later, Devontae Freeman takes it right up the middle for 11 more. Then on the following play, Gilbert with the fake and fires deep to McCole Hardman for 25 yards to make it 1st and goal. And that leads to Gilbert looking to throw again, standing in behind great protection and eventually finding Calvin Ridley in the end zone for the 6-yard score. And Ridley's 3rd touchdown catch of the season gives Atlanta the early 7-0 lead. Ensuing drive, Lions across midfield where Stafford fakes and looks to throw and has great protection, but it eventually runs out as Sean Chamberlain takes him down to the turf, and it's another Falcons sack leading to a Lions punt. So Falcons turn again where Gilbert fakes the give and looks to throw, drifts to his left and fires a dot to Austin Hooper for a 24-yard gain. 2 plays later, Gilbert again with the fake and dumps to Freeman, who jukes 1 defender and picks up 10 more and another 1st down across midfield. First play of the 2nd quarter, it's 3rd and 8 where Gilbert fires to Austin Hooper for 24 yards and a 1st down inside the Lions 20. Next play, Gilbert throwing again, and it's right back to Hooper for 16 yards and 1st and goal at the 1. Then on 3rd and goal, Gilbert throwing again, drifts back and fires to Austin Traylor, who's wide open for his 1st career touchdown catch and gives Atlanta the 14-0 lead. First play of the ensuing drive, Stafford stands in and fires deep down the middle for Brandon Powell, who makes the catch and has a 55-yard gain deep into Atlanta territory. 3 plays later, 3rd and 4, where Stafford hits LaMarcus Patterson for 7 yards to make it 1st and goal. Then facing 3rd down again, Stafford throwing but chucks it away to avoid the sack and bring up 4th down. Lions send out Matt Prater, and the 18-yard field goal gets Detroit on the board and makes it 14-3. Falcons turn again, and on their 3rd play, they cross midfield as Gilbert fires to Calvin Ridley for 18 yards. 3 plays later, and facing 3rd down, Gilbert throwing again, steps up and has Austin Hooper open, but his throw is too spicy and falls incomplete. Roland Ford is sent out for the 57-yard field goal, and it's not blocked, so you know that is good, and the Falcons lead is right back to 14. Just before half now, same score, and on the Falcons' first play of their drive, it's Gilbert drifting back and dropped for a 13-yard loss by rookie Jalen Meeks. Then on the following play, Gilbert throwing again, and his pass is way off the mark, deflected and intercepted by Quandre Diggs. He brings it back to the Falcons 22 as the Lions are in business right before half. And they waste no time as their first play is a give to Kerryon Johnson, who spins off blockers, ducks under a tackle, and walks in for the 22-yard score. And just like that, the Lions make it 17-10. Atlanta looking to answer before half, and their second play is a give to Casey Rivers, who has the 1st down and 9 yards, then tack on 15 more as the face mask is going to take them into Lions territory. Then facing 3rd and 10, Gilbert throwing, steps up and goes short to McCole Hardman, who's taken down shy of the marker and makes it 4th and 1. Offense stays on the field, and Devontae Freeman takes the give and picks up 5 in the 1st down. And that would pay off as on the following play, Gilbert fakes the give and fires to the end zone for Calvin Ridley, who skies up and comes down with the 26-yard touchdown catch. And Ridley's 2nd score of the night sends the Falcons to the break with a 24-10 lead. Second half now, and the Lions' second play moves the chains as Kerryon Johnson has lots of room off the left side and picks up 15 yards near midfield. 3 plays later, Lions facing 3rd and 6 where Stafford's throwing and he connects with Marvin Jones for 13 yards to convert. Then facing 3rd down again, Kerryon Johnson takes the give and cuts back into a wall as he's stuffed, bringing up 4th down. Lions send out Matt Prater, who sneaks his kick inside the upright for his 2nd field goal of the night and cuts the Falcons' lead to 24-13. 4th quarter now, same score, Lions near midfield and crossing it as Stafford hits Marvin Jones for 12 yards on the 1st down. 3 plays later, 3rd and 6, Stafford Stafford throwing again, where he moves to his left and fires deep for Brandon Powell. Lots of contact, but no flag, and it falls incomplete. Lions send out Matt Prater, who kicks a banana that's wide right and then splats down 9 yards deep in the end zone, and the Falcons' lead remains at 11. Atlanta's second play, and Gilbert hits Calvin Ridley on the slant for 10 yards and the first down across midfield. Next play, Gilbert with the fake to Freeman and fires behind Kyle Woods, where it's going to be picked off by Darius Slay, and he returns it upfield, twitching left and right as there's Falcon carnage everywhere before Slay emerges and takes it all the way back to the house for a pick six, and suddenly the Lions are right back in it as they have a chance to cut this one to 3. And on the 2-point conversion, it's Stafford squeezing it into Marvin Jones, and just like that, the Lions make it 24-21. First play of the ensuing drive, and Gilbert looks to throw. Good protection, but can't pull the trigger, and down he goes for a sack that leads to a Falcons punt. Lions looking for the lead, but on 3rd and 1, it's Stafford with the fake, and he's going down as Deion Jones drags him to the turf, and Jones' second of the night and 8th of the year would lead to a Lions punt. Falcons facing 3rd and 2 as they try to put this one away, and Gilbert finds McCole Hardman over the middle, who jukes 2 defenders and has a 23-yard gain just across the Atlanta 40. 2 plays later, and Gilbert's throwing again, where he steps up and fires to Casey Rivers for 17 more and a first down across midfield. And it's Rivers moving the chains again as 2 plays later he takes the give and has another 12 yards down to the Lions 30. Next play, and the counter goes to Devontae Freeman, who takes it off the left side, breaks 2 tackles, and is into the clear as he'll line dance his way into the end zone for the 30-yard score. And with just under 4 minutes to go, the Falcons extend their lead to 10. Lions need points fast, and their first play is Stafford finding Marvin Jones on the deep crosser for 24 yards just shy of midfield. 2 plays later, and it's another first down as Stafford hits Brandon Powell in stride for another 18-yard gain, taking the Lions down inside the Falcons 30. Then as we hit the 2-minute warning, it's Kerryon Johnson with the draw for 11 yards to move the chains again. And with time ticking down, it's 3rd and 4 from the 13, where Stafford hits TJ Hawkinson, who avoids contact and is into the end zone for a 13-yard score. And with 3 timeouts and 1:34 remaining, the Lions are still alive. But with 2 timeouts exhausted, it's Devontae Freeman driving his way to a game-sealing first down, and the Falcons get pushed to the brink by the 1-win Lions. But in the end, it's Ray Gilbert's 3 touchdown passes leading the way on offense, and Deion Jones' insane 21 tackle, 2 sack performance leading the defense. The Falcons move to 10-3 on the year and will have plenty of time to prepare for next week's matchup as they face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the first time this season. Okay, so once again, a lot closer than it needed to be. I was hoping to kind of blow them out given their record and given that that's what happened last time I played the Lions, and it looked like it was heading that direction, but another interception keeps it close, and ultimately we only end up winning by 3. Negotiations are through and no draft stories, so it's straight to the draft board where we added 3 players this week. Starting at the top, we have 2 outside linebackers and Michael Washington, a first-round projection but 5th-round true talent, and Aries Wilson, a second-round projection and 4th-round true talent. And then at the bottom is wide receiver Clinton Laws, who just like Wilson is a 2nd-round projection and 4th-round true talent. We had 4 players to upgrade this week, and we start with cornerback Isaiah Oliver, who becomes a 78 overall after 1-point increases to awareness and catching, as well as a 2-point increase to man coverage. Next up is rookie outside linebacker Sean Chamberlain, who becomes a 76 overall as a result of +1s to awareness and zone coverage, and a +2 to his finesse moves rating. Following him is another linebacker in Maurice Ramsey, who remains at a 71 overall, but sees increases to 4 attributes that includes 1 point to acceleration, awareness, and man coverage, as well as a 2-point increase to finesse moves. And then lastly is punter Connor Blumberg, who leaves the 69 club after gaining 1 point to both his awareness and kick accuracy ratings. Time to go around the league now, where we start with the road teams dominating as the Bills, Saints, Cowboys, Giants, Colts, Packers, Patriots, Broncos, and Beats all pick up wins on the road. Browns break the trend as they beat the Ravens 26-21. Chiefs take down the Steelers, Rams beat the 49ers, and the Seahawks win 35-28 against the Cardinals. Then on Sunday night, the Bengals win 31-17 against the Titans, and on Monday night, the Jaguars come away with a 30-24 win against the Texans. As teams start to clinch, we shift to a look at the playoff picture rather than standings, and the top 4 seeds in the AFC are currently the Broncos, Browns, Patriots, and Jaguars. Beats and Texans currently hold the wild cards, but virtually the entire AFC is still alive for that last spot with 3 games remaining. On the NFC side, the Seahawks hold the number 1 seed while we sit in the 2 spot with a 1-game lead over the Cowboys and 2-game lead over the Vikings. The Rams and 49ers currently hold the wild cards, while the Bears, Saints, Panthers, Giants, Cardinals, and Redskins all have varying levels of hope left in their season. The AFC Player of the Week on offense is once again Matt Ryan of the Brooklyn Beats. Ryan was 21 of 23 passing for 338 yards and 4 touchdowns as the Beats win into Oakland and came away with a 35-21 win against their division rival Raiders. As for the NFC, it was Packers backup quarterback Nick Mullins taking home the Week 14 award. Mullins, in relief of Aaron Rodgers, completed 23 of his 30 attempts for 358 yards and 4 touchdowns to help Green Bay go into Chicago and upset the Bears 31-28. Shifting to the defense, Colts linebacker Pat Williams is the Week 14 winner for the AFC. The 16th pick of the 2nd round in last season's draft made 10 tackles with 1 going for a loss and returned his 1 interception, 19 yards for a touchdown as the Colts beat the Dolphins 20-14 in overtime. And the NFC Defensive Award ends up going to our very own Deion Jones. The star linebacker out of LSU filled the stat sheet with an absurd 21 tackles with 3 going for a loss. Jones also added 2 sacks and 2 pass deflections in our 31-28 win that you saw earlier. As we look at the leaders, and starting with the passers, it's Ray Gilbert leading with 3,676 yards passing. Former Falcon and current Beats quarterback Matt Ryan leading with 34 passing touchdowns, and Baker Mayfield's 129.6 passer rating still holding a league best rank. The rushing leaders start with Saquon Barkley and his league-leading 1,446 yards rushing. Steelers running back James Conner leads with 12 rushing touchdowns, and for the first time since Week 7, the rushing leaders see a new face as Le'Veon Bell's 6.7 yards per carry is now tops in the league. The receiving leaders also see a new face as Texans wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins leads the way with 77 receptions. Meanwhile, the other 2 spots remain the same as Adam Humphries has a league best 1,123 yards receiving, and DJ Moore has a league high 13 touchdown catches. And then wrapping up with the defensive leaders, Deion Jones's 21 tackle performance puts him atop the tackle leaders. Myles Garrett takes back the sack lead from Von Miller, and then still leading the way with 6 interceptions on the year is the Jets safety Marcus May. Week 15 kicks off on Thursday night with the Cardinals playing at the Rams. Lions travel to Lambeau to take on the Packers. 10-3 Patriots take on the 4-8-1 Bills in Buffalo, and the 11-2 Seahawks travel to Chicago to take on the 7-6 Bears. Texans face the Colts in a game with AFC South implications. Beats travel to Kansas City looking to end the Chiefs' already slim playoff hopes. Jets take on the Panthers in Carolina, and the 11-2 Broncos travel to Dallas to face the 9-4 Cowboys. Saints take on the Giants in New York. Browns take their 10-3 record to Minnesota to face the 8-5 Vikings. We play host to the 1-12 Buccaneers, and the Titans head to Levi's Stadium to face the 49ers, who look to bounce back and improve their playoff chances. Miami and Jacksonville face off in a Florida battle. Steelers renew an old rivalry with the Raiders in Oakland. Then on Sunday night, it's a big AFC North game as the Bengals face the Ravens in Baltimore, and wrapping up the week is the Eagles at the Redskins on Monday night. And that's going to do it for today's video. We are the NFC South champs, and next up is another 1-win team as we face the 1-12 Buccaneers and aim for the number 1 seed in the playoffs. Hope you guys enjoyed today's commentary, highlights, mock-ups, and